Let's just go out of here! Come on, Shane, make him chop! Oh my God, baby, that's all the parts I can't wait anymore! He tops!
Philadelphia is the river we belong. Philadelphia, Philly shreds the river, sing along. Philadelphia, Philly shreds the river we belong.
Flying Dolphin, Zane, congratulations on your big internet title win, man. I love the belt. All right, fans over there.
Spine breaker. Every single person that told me the odds were against me, that told me I couldn't do it.
This is the honesty. I did not tap out. I was trying to hit the fly in the middle of the ring. That was not a tap out. I want a rematch, and I want it right now.
All right. First of all, you don't get nothing. You don't get nothing. Because you know why? You know why? I talked with Travis. He said everything that you did while you were a champion, you disgraced to the internet title. You decided to change the form of the title. You decided to attack everyone backstage in order to get your shot at the title, so you get no title shot. And you want to know why? For behavior unbecoming of the internet title, you get nothing. Deal with that, bitch.
Well, Mr. Patriot, I also have an announcement from Oliver Spinebreaker. He says you should take the month off of the new year, and that our first CPV, which I have more info on that, you're going to be in a tag team match. You're going to have a new tag team partner.
No! Yeah! No! Yeah! No! Yeah! No! Yeah! No! Yeah! No! No! No!
It looks like I finally got here where I wanted to be. After months and months of buying tickets to the events and watching the superstars go in and out of that curtain. And I'd look and I'd say, that one's got potential, but they're not using him right. That one upsettingly is going to get the boot. I could see it already. Or that one's going to be the face of the company, but when will he actually try? And I said to myself, I have to do whatever I can to come save these poor souls. So I decided to go and I talked to Travis. And I asked him, can I have my opportunity to showcase what I got to the world? And he said, Atticus, Mr. Marks, I like what you've got, and I'm going to give you that opportunity. And I said, thank you, sir. I'm going to make it your wild. Now that I'm here, I've kind of got other plans in mind. Instead of taking them superstars and putting them under my wing, I'm going to beat the crap out of each and every one of them to make them see what the problem is. The problem at hand is that superstars think they got all what they need, but they don't got squat compared to what I'm gonna do. You see, my only issue with half of the locker room is they're cocky, they're self-centered, and they think they got it all. But I'm a Southern gentleman. I'm a man with genuine needs. I am the cult following Atticus Marks. Marks, the name after the great man Karl Marx. And Atticus after the most amazing character in all of American literature, Atticus Finch from The Killer Mockingbird. That man could talk. Karl Marx can talk. And I can talk. I'm here to save those who need to be saved, not by making them join me, but by beating the shit out of them so that they realize themselves. One by one, I'm gonna make every single COH wrestler realize that they're on the wrong side of the tracks, and they need to follow in my footsteps. I am not like Jesus Christ. I'm more like Charles Manson. And to every single superstar in the back who thinks they are as insane and crazy, or as sweet and wholesome, or as got the fire burning inside, you haven't met a man like myself. I'm issuing an open challenge when I make my debut. And whoever accepts it, you'll be the first in my book. You'll be the first inductee into the Bible of the Epiphany. Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Atticus Marks, and a new day is going to rise.
You know, there were some people that said the odds weren't in my favor. There's some people that said because of some birthright, I could not do what I did. There were some people that said, you know what, I won't let you do this. You can't do this in the first place. But you know what? Every single person that has tried to bully me, every single person that's tried to say that I can't do it, I'm not good enough, I'm not big enough, every single person that has done me wrong, every single person that said I couldn't do it, this is my answer to them. I want to thank the people that have stood by my side. I want to thank the Dolphin Pod. I want to thank the Boyles who did my theme song, Philly Shreds. I want to thank...
Zane, thank you for the laugh, man. If you decide to leave car wrestling, be a comedy guy. Be a stand-up comic, man. It fits you. It fits you. Woo! Oh, boy. Oh, Zane.
God, you smell like Hennessy.
I want to ask you a simple question, Zane. First off, congratulations on the internet title.
Why, thank you.
Oh, that looks good. But there is one question I do have to ask. And I want this to be in your own words. What is honor?
Let me wipe that off. What is honor? Tell me, what's that you're wearing?
Yeah. Oh, it's a device that keeps me warm and keeps the germs from you away from me.
Certainly that device has a name.
They call it a jacket.
Now, a jacket, you can see that. You can feel that. That's a tangible object. Can you see if someone has honor? Can you really point that out? Can you define honor in a person?
I can define it in you, man. You want to know why? You don't have honor. Because a man with honor would have not accepted the Patriots' challenge at Summerfest. Remember Summerfest? Remember when you won that title from Christian Storm? From Christian Storm, of all people? Right afterwards, the Patriot came out and issued that open challenge. Now, you could have done the honorable thing and said to them, I don't know, maybe get back in the line. Tonight's not your night. We could do it another night. What did you do? You put the title on the line right afterwards. And because of that, you have no honor. You lost the one thing that made you proud. And you lost the one thing that could have defined you. But instead, you got fit with another definition. Not honor, but pride. And pride is a deadly sin. brother. And I don't think that consists of you holding honor, brother. Well, brother,
Let me just say this. I do exhibit pride in battle and outside, but I exhibit honor tenfold, never backing down from the challenge, and always earning my way. I worked my way to this title. Every single day I worked towards it, and now I'll work 10 times as hard to earn it. That was the best night of my life, and seems like it also just happened to be the worst night of your life. Wasn't it?
Did you just say that was the worst night?
Well,
You couldn't be any more wrong. I told you from day one, and I told this stupid fuckhole in the camera, that title was a toy to taunt Justin Bateman and Bully Nate. I no longer have the toy. It was stolen from me. The principal took it away from me because I was a little bad boy with it. Now, I want to ask you a simple question. Say, you and I have never crossed paths. You and I have never had a match together. But, you know, I'm starting to sort of feel a reason to want to go after you. See this title? This internet title? What happens if I just snatch it away and you no longer have it? What are you going to do then? Are you going to prove to the whole world that you possess honor? Because I'm looking into your eyes. Your eyes! And I don't see honor. You want to know what I see? I see two things. I see anger. You're getting angry. You may not show it, but you're getting angry. Two, I see fear. Fear, because I am not the normal human being. Look at me. Look at me when I say this. I have imperfections myself. I don't have a good personality. I don't have a pretty face. I'm not perfect like you want to pretend to be. But just remember, I didn't get my title because of pride or anger or fear, which is what you have. So if you want to hold this any longer than necessary, then maybe you should find out what honor truly is.
I'm glad that you hold that opinion about holding titles, because it appears you're not very able.
At least I can hold my anger, good sir. He may think I'm crazy, but I'm not crazy. I just lost my mind.
I know I was supposed to get behind a camera and say what I felt about this Ultimate Glory 2 event, but I don't even think it would do it justice. So I'm gonna just go ahead, do this little audio rant, and say what's on my mind about that event. First off, my thoughts about the event: I didn't really care for the pre-show even though Country Boy was in it. Main card: I didn't care for Master Boo-Boo against Barney Green. I didn't give two shits about the Extreme Rules 3-way dance, or whatever the hell that was. Enterprise, or Exeprick, or Mershenko, whatever his name is, even though he lost against Brett Titus, he still had a great match though. Even though still doesn't hide the fact that he is a worthless prick. Even though In Time won all three of their matches that they were in succession, even though Russell Bunny, or Elizabeth, whatever the fuck you want to call her, held it down, being the last COH Women's Champion, it still doesn't hide the fact that they completely blow. By the way, on a side note, that was really fucked up how Kevin Crisis bought off Mutatron to be a part of his team, having him and Dead Rum win the tag team titles and basically robbed them off the Masters of Horror, off of Slasher and Alvarez. And I really hope they get a rematch because, let's face it, they didn't deserve the ass whooping they got. Because they should have been done with that tag team turmoil and got the hell out of Dodge. Just saying. And aside from me doing what I do best, and that's going Black Buff on a big time main event, even though Willie Nate is to some people, including myself, a complete douche who always wants to get his way and would probably get an elbow to the nuts from me if I ever have to bow the ground he walks on. And yes, even though Justin Bateman is a complete mental case and is one nut away from being in a friggin' mental hospital in upstate New York, I still think that they are better fits for being Call of Honor heavyweight champion of the world than M. Accuracy will ever be. And I for one am glad that Bully Nate is the first ever black man to be the Call of Honor World Heavyweight Champion, because let's face it, this will not be like the Big Fat in Stanford. We will push all talent. But still, to the point at hand. Even though I lost that Money in the Bank ladder match and didn't attack anybody afterwards like I said I would, I'm gonna just go ahead and say, like what Marco Rose has said, and that is, we, basically me, Marco, Rockstone, Chris Kendrick, Dan the Man, and the 420 Goonie, are the future of this great brand, are the future of Car Wrestling, are the future of Pro Wrestling Machinima. Hell, basically, what we did in that Money in the Bank ladder match, people will probably be talking about more than that COH World Title match, more than any other major match in Car Wrestling, more than any of our careers combined. Because I guarantee you, once we decide to move on to other car fans and probably make our legendary names, they will look back on that match and say that we damn near blew the fucking roof off the Georgia Dome, busting our asses for 60,000 fans. Now on to the true matter at hand. Even though Peter Gilmore said he was going to defeat Copenhagen in that Hell in a Cell match, and even though I said that the Armada Asshole Brothers stable feud was over, from the looks of things, it's not, because even though Gilmore was one small step to victory, he lost. But not only did he lose, he lost taking a 30-foot plunge from the cage roof to a friggin' steel step that was put in the ring. And albeit it was devastating, still, that didn't hide the fact, that didn't put salt in any wounds, that basically killed any momentum that the Armada would have going into 2013. Because seeing the fact that Country Boy lost in the pre-show, I lost in that Money in the Bank ladder match, and you lost in that Hell in a Cell match, we want to combine 0 for 3 at Ultimate Glory 2. And now that you're injured, now that you're on the disabled list, now that you're on the IR, the injured reserve, now what? Now what the hell is going to happen to the Armada? Well, I'm going to tell you what, Peter. Because see, you and I have been the best of friends as of late. But also, I've also proven that I can pull out more promos than you ever will. And this Armada thing is barely going anywhere, let alone to a dead end. So I'm gonna tell you what, since you're saying that the Armada is gonna go to CWS and take over that promotion, I got a proposition for you. Me and Country Boy, we are gonna keep the Armada name going while you are absent. But I guarantee you this, if either he fails to get the job done, or if I fail to get the job done, you can forget about the future plans of bringing the Armada to the CWS or any other car promotion for that matter. Because in case you didn't know, from the way I performed in that little Money in the Bank ladder match, and from that being the last official time in COH history that people will ever get a chance to see the Streets Diploma hit on anybody, as I will have a new move next year, I would just love to hit that move on not just you, but guys like Smokey, guys like Asa Nomori, guys like Russ Morgan, guys like Brent Harvenator, Jamie Emo, hell, even Hiro Nagasaki. And if y'all don't know who those names are, please Google search them, you lazy bastards. But still, the point is, I want to broaden my horizons. And whether it be you, whether it be with you, or whether it be one deep by myself, I will prove to everyone that 2013 isn't just going to be the year that my beloved Houston Rockets are going to go into the NBA playoffs, finally for the first time in 3 years. Or 2013 won't be just a year that the Houston Aeros of the American Hockey League get major success, or the Houston Texans go into the AFC title game. But 2013 will also be the year of straight lace, not top notch, but STRAIGHT space LACE Garnet Court. And just because I don't bill myself from Houston, as a matter of fact, I'm from a small town 45 minutes south of Houston called LA space MARQUE, Texas, or Lamarck for those of you who don't speak proper English. And just because my theme sounds like a J-pop reject mixed with a hip-hop sample, that won't change the fact that I will prove to everyone in the car wrestling and pro wrestling machinima universes, and not just COH and CWS, that this small town boy ain't the one to be fucked with. Now if any of y'all got anything to say, now's the time. Cause I'm through talking. As a matter of fact, I feel like fighting. But you probably already know that. Now get that fucking camera out of my face before I bash your head with it. Bitches. Deuces!
See, I was thinking maybe we could get the COH logo in the ring. I mean, I sent you guys the pictures. We can put the logos on the ring apron, maybe two COH logos inside. I'm busy. We got a wooden floor around the ring. Maybe a wooden entrance way. No. Yeah. First I wanted to talk business. Hey, can I take like 5 minutes? You like 5 minutes?
Alright. Now, think about this. We've done a show in Canada before, is that correct?
Yes, we have.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, certainly like that. But, think about it. Have you ever been in Canada? Have you seen your like a real world events? After all, they've given us Rush, they've given us Peter Jennings, they've given us Alex Trebek, they've given us Justin Bieber. They gave us hockey. Think about it, man. They gave us so much. We should give back to them. We should give them a world title match. And you know what? It benefits you too. Because think about this. A world title defense in Canada. It's not a world title yet. It's never been defended outside of the United States borders. So think about this. A world title shot in Canada. The debut of the COH World Heavyweight Championship. Think about this. The representative of your company, the heavyweight champion. Would you rather have a heavyweight champion or a world heavyweight champion?
I like the second option a lot. I mean, so do I. Some people call it a world title. I can see that they do because they really look at the title as a big, prestigious title, but it was never really stated as a world title in the books. It was stated as the heavyweight championship. Maybe some as the world title, but not a world heavyweight title. Right. So you do bring up a great point. And fans, it looks like we're going to be heading back to Canada very soon. More info on that soon. But is that everything?
Not everything.
Oh, this isn't about the payment situation, is it?
You know I'm friends with him.
A lot of people are.
Yeah, he's a good guy.
I mean, a lot of people look up to him on the roster. He's the first ever COH champion. I mean, why not?
I broke into the business with him. He was like, he's like the brother I didn't really have. And I just gotta ask why. I know you've explained yourself, but
yeah, at the time, I know what I did was wrong, and I know Baby may not like me, may never have, but I'm gonna try my best to try to go on his good side again. But at the time, I had to do what was best for business. That's what I did, what I had to do. And obviously there was a consequence I had to pay because I'm not allowed to get involved in any more title matches.
best for business. You know, the man that hired me was, he held a certain degree of respect for the business, as you said. But he had a certain respect for his employers as well. He had a certain respect, certain loyalty to his, to the people that he called his employees, his workers.
Yeah.
I want to know where that man went. I'm not saying I'm angry. I'm just saying
He's right here. He's trying to be good. It's going to take time. I can't do it all in one day. Rome wasn't built in a day. It's going to take time. Obviously, I did get greedy with my power, especially with Bully Nate running around with the world title. You want to talk about a man without class? He's the complete opposite of honor, the complete opposite of respect. He's a bully. He bullies people on the page. He bullies people in life. That's what he does for a living. So now, it looks like I have to fix what he's destroyed, or what he's going to destroy. And that's my main priority, is to try to stop anything that he's going to do. He just keeps talking about this one bully nation that's coming. I don't know what that means. I don't know if any of the guys in the back know what that means. If they have some info, please let me know. This doesn't sound too good.
You know what? I hope, I wish you luck on that, because I have a little bit of repairing of honor to myself. I'm glad we talked.
I wish you luck too. There's some prestige back in that book.
Damn straight.
This puts a bad taste in COH. This, oh my fucking god, I can't talk. Ladies and gentlemen, I gotta go. I can't do this anymore. I actually want to get in that same limo with Travis. I don't want to be here. I don't want to be here to witness this crap. Wait, what? Whoa. Don't tell me that's who I think it is. How the hell? No. I must be dreaming. I can't. AJ Young? What the fuck is AJ